Thanks, Orly, for inviting us to participate in this year's Life Fest Inside event, and happy World Kindness Week to everyone. My name is Brooke Jones. I am the Random Acts of Kindness Foundation Vice President, and this is my daughter.
My name's Abby Jones. I'm a freshman. I'm 14, and she's I'm her daughter.
she's gonna be my guinea pig during all of this. We decided that for World Kindness Week, we were going to talk about everything that's going on with teens right now and how they can connect through kindness during a global pandemic. It's like a simple subject that, she
it's
seems
really
to have
complicated,
pretty complicated, but Abby has all the answers. So I'm going to interview her and get all the answers. So here we go. So obviously, Abby, this has been a difficult year for everyone, but I want to ask you about specifically the teen experience. What do you think has been the hardest part of COVID-19 for you, for teens in general?
I would say for me, it's being so disconnected from my friends, feeling so socially isolated from everybody. It is particularly hard as well. Normally, you and I had planned to do some volunteering work around the city, and that completely got shut down.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a shame. I was looking forward to doing that, and we didn't get to do that.
Yeah, hopefully we're going to get to do that again soon, but we have elderly grandparents and other family members, so while volunteering is still happening, it's one of those things we have to be really careful about.
Yeah,
so
I have to pick and choose.
Yeah. So from your conversations with your friends, those that you've been able to have, are they kind of feeling the same way, or what have their experiences been?
Yeah, some of my friends have had the exact same experience, similarly protective, but that's completely fair. Their parents, just want to make sure that everybody's being safe. Some of my friends also, their parents don't seem to really care.
Mm-hmm.
So different people are having completely different experiences during this.
Yeah.
Some people are having a much harder time with this, and it's really difficult.
Yeah. I know you have been really good about understanding and being resilient through all of it, but I know that some of your friends are having a harder time.
Yeah.
What have you been doing to alleviate stress and difficulty during all this?
Doing a lot of crafting. Been trying to talk to family members and friends as much as I can. Trying to reconnect with people that I haven't gotten to talk to in a while. Checking in on others' mental health is really important right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of crafting, a lot of painting.
Yeah, so specific to crafting, like I know you had a cool project that you did over the summer, and why don't you share what that was, because I think it was kind of cool.
Yeah, so as you know, we bought little tiny glass bottles and filled them with a bunch of different colors of glitter.
Ooh, I'm going to get one while you're talking about it.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
And we decided, since our neighborhood has a lot of small children, we decided to hide them around the neighborhood. Oh, this one's a bad one.
This is a good one. I like that one.
We decided to hide them around the neighborhood and for little kids to find, and call them fairy jars, so that little kids would have that excitement during a kind of negative time.
There's one of them.
Yeah, I have one down here as well.
Oh yeah, there's some laying around our house.
Yeah, they're everywhere. But yeah, so that's been something that's been a really fun project, and seeing all these pictures that parents are posting of their kids with one, and seeing the huge smile on their faces is really, really worth it. It's adorable.
And I know you've gotten way into baking over the summer too. Like, we've had a lot of cookies and
a lot of brownies
lots of
have gone to waste since it's just you and I.
Yeah, I can't eat that. I just can't eat that many brownies. I'm getting the COVID-19.
Yeah, there you go.
So all these things that you've been doing, do you feel like they're kind of realistic for other teens to be doing?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, different people cope with stress in many different ways. For me, coping with stress is crafting and baking and spending time with my cats. But for others, you know, there was one kid in my neighborhood, I think, who was making skate ramps because his dad was good at building, and so was he. And he was making skate ramps to
Like
sell.
for skateboarders and
Yeah.
bikes and stuff.
And sold them throughout the neighborhood so that other kids would have that sort of motivation to get outside and play on a skate ramp.
Yeah, I think he made a good amount of money on that. That was pretty awesome. I saw
pretty cool.
a lot of those around.
Yeah.
So beyond like just texting each other and messaging and stuff, how are some ways that teens in particular can connect during all of this? Because I think, you know, the default is just texting and
Right.
and video games and that kind of thing. How do we get off technology and reconnect?
Well, I mean, right now, it's pretty hard to get off technology. If you can't, calling people, FaceTiming, is really good. Just be able to have that little more of a connection than you would over texting. But doing something like a socially distanced picnic, or
Dropping cookies off in their porch.
right, yeah. But you know, it depends on how comfortable you and your family are with
Visiting.
social, yeah, everything. But trying to connect with others is really important.
So you have been practicing kindness for many years, actually long before I became involved in the Random Acts of Kindness Foundation. You have a Pay It Forward project, and you can explain it actually what you do every year. But my question to you is, why is it important to you that, you know, you're 14 now, and I just assumed at some point you'd be like, I don't want to do this anymore. So I'm curious what your motivation to keep doing it is, and what do you get out of it?
Well, so first of all, my Pay It Forward project is started literally the year I was born, and my grandma gave my parents, because I was a month old, $25. And ever since then, I've gotten $25 every year on my birthday. And the only rule is that I can't spend it on myself. I have to spend it on others. So there's been years, was a year that we made care packages for the homeless. We collected towels and donated them to a local animal shelter. Lots of different things like that, where we just try and do whatever we can to help others. And it just feels great getting to know that even if, you know, everybody says, like, I'm just one person, I can't change the world, but just helping one person inspires that person to go out and help others, and it's the butterfly effect. You know, so
It's so interesting every year when you do it. Like you take the $25 and often you'll raise, you know, 10 times that. Last year you raised
or
like $3,500.
times.
Yeah, you raised like $3,500 last year for the Equal Justice Initiative.
Yep.
And
Raised like $1,500 for PETA.
yeah, you raise a lot of money just asking people to match your $25
Right.
or get involved, and it's so interesting that people are so inspired by it. That you're a kid doing it,
Yeah, exactly.
but like I always get asked the question, you know, how do I get my kid to do this, or you know, and it's like the simplest thing, right? You just start it. You just go.
You say, okay, let's go volunteer at a homeless shelter, or you just need to get up and do it.
I think the interesting and important thing for you has always been that you pick something that's close to your heart. So whether
Something
it's,
that was impacting me that year,
could be animals or social
Police
injustice.
station.
Or,
Exactly.
Well, cool. I love that you're still doing it. I'm excited to see what you do for your next birthday. And then I think my last question really is for teens in particular who are feeling disconnected and isolated, what's something that they can do to help their own mental health? Like, how can they feel better, because I know it can be hard as a teen to get motivated and get out there and be like, okay, I'm gonna go out in nature, I'm gonna go for a bike ride. Like, you kind of wait for your parents to do it. So what can they do?
Well, as we said, baking and just dropping it off to a neighbor, or even going to the store and buying cookies if you can't bake, and dropping it off with somebody. You and I fostered kittens. Getting to know that we were able to help those kittens for a week was great. That was a great experience. Or fostering a puppy if you're allergic. Yeah, that was really fun. That was fun.
And we were talking about it yesterday too, that one of the things, you know, if you're not a crafty or creative type in general, is likely you would have neighbors that need the leaves raked on their lawn, or maybe
over here the snow shoveled, or
we're gonna get snow soon. We got a freeze warning last night, so maybe you can mow their lawn or weed their garden, or you know, something that
or
helps.
pet sit or babysit.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So all these really simple things you can do for free, help somebody out, make yourself feel good. These are all.
Call your grandparents, call your parents.
Cousin.
Call somebody you haven't talked to in a while. That was something I did, and it really felt good as well.
Yeah, that's right. You have been really good about that. Well, that is the expert advice from a 14-year-old here in Colorado. We hope all of you have a fabulous, happy World Kindness Week, and
stay safe,
and we'll see you soon. Bye.